Hi, it's Trisha, and I'm here for my book talk for Methods of Teaching Reading and Language Arts. And the book that I picked is First Day Jitters by Julie Dannenberg, and it's illustrated by Judy Love. And a little bit about my author is she actually lives in Denver right now with her husband and two kids, and she still currently writes. She has actually won a couple of awards. She's won the 2002 Mountain and Plains Bestseller Association Regional Book Award, and she's also written a few books that are a few books that a lot of people know, like Amnest of Gold Dust and Women Artists of the West. And so for my book, I picked it. It's for the genre, it's realistic fiction, and it's at a reading level of about second to third grade. And the characters in the book are actually Sarah Jane Hartwell, and another character in the book is Mr. Hartwell, and another one is the principal. So pretty much in this book, it goes along and it talks about how in the story, Mr. Hartwell is trying to wake up Sarah because she doesn't necessarily want to go to school, and she doesn't want to, because she's scared. She's going to a new school. It's her first day, and she's scared of like all the things that might happen throughout the day and throughout the semester. So she starts giving her dad all these excuses as to why she can't go, like how she just doesn't feel good, or she won't know anyone there, so no one's gonna like her, and she's scared that something's gonna happen, and so she just starts making all these elaborate excuses, and then finally she eventually just gets the courage, and she just gets out of bed and decides to get ready, and she just kind of stumbles around and takes her time while trying to get ready, while Mr. Hartwell is just constantly pushing her, and she's just begging and pleading not to go. So eventually she's completely ready, and he starts to take her to school, and the whole way there she's just kind of like hiding, and she doesn't want to do anything. So finally they get there, and the principal shows up to greet her because it's her first day. So the principal comes to the car, kind of does a nice little greet with her and her Mr. Hartwell, and she is telling her that it's okay, like even though it's her first day, she'll be fine. And she kind of takes her under her wing and brings her into the school, and helps her get through the school because she doesn't know exactly where she's supposed to be going. And she just kind of leads her to the classroom, and when she gets to the classroom, all the other students are already there. So she's kind of like sticking out like a sore thumb. And then when she first gets there, the students are just kind of staring at her because she's new. And one of my favorite things is the very end of this book. After all this anticipation throughout the whole book, how she's so nervous to go to this new school, and how all these people aren't going to like her, and she just comes up with all these excuses as to why she doesn't want to go. My favorite part in the book is when it says, when the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, "Class, I would like you to meet." So this is the class looking at her. And at the very end, "Your new teacher, Miss Sarah Jane Hartwell." And I kind of like this book because this is something I could use maybe as an introduction piece on the first day of school with my students, because I know that like some students are going to be new to the school, some students are already going to know each other, but the first day of school is always still hectic and crazy, and you're always nervous, and you don't know who's going to be there, who you're going to meet. So I think this was a nice little break the ice thing I could use as an introduction to my students, because they might know each other, but I don't know them yet, because as a teacher, I'll be getting new students every year, and I might recognize them from the year before, the grade underneath that I taught, but I don't know them yet. So I would love to use this book in my classroom for my students, because I think they would find it a little funny and humorous, and they could actually relate to it, because everyone's been in the position where they were really nervous to do something, whether it was go to school or talk to someone or do something else in their life. So I think this is a good way to kind of relate to my students. So, yep, that was my book talk and First Day Jitters. I think it's a pretty good book. I think that you should use it in your classroom just to kind of break the ice with your students and kind of easily relate to them. So